Radio. This is the Next Sports Show. I'm your host, Saul Barry Thomas. And joining me at this time is special guest Morgan. Morgan, thank you for coming on. I really appreciate it.
About that action, we don't really around. It's what pop them jiggles. We drink white and we drink brown. I'm from Grambling, Louisiana.
So,
welcome to my town.
Don't know or aren't familiar, tell everybody what happened on Saturday night.
Oh man, it was a great performance, man. It was 2 minutes 27 seconds in the first round knockout. KO, your boy was sleeping, man. That's we went out there and got the job done. I pray that he was gonna be all right too, because I ain't trying to have nobody with their career ended in that, you know what I mean? But we went out there and just got the job done, man. We did what we were supposed to do.
Yeah, definitely, and you made quick work of him. I think that you knocked him down at least once and maybe twice before the final knockdown.
Yeah, I think the first time whenever I knocked him down, man, I caught him with a check left hook, but the referee didn't see it because he was standing behind the guy, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, man, it was definitely two knockdowns, but I mean they called it as a slip, and I just I never get excited, and I just go back out there and just go back to work, just start getting the job done.
Definitely, and I mean, the discipline you showed to be able to regain your composure after the kind of botched call a little bit there, and to be able to come back and to hit him with that punch. I mean, that shows a lot about your character right there. So one thing I've always kind of wondered, I mean, what does it feel like once you can? Because I think kind of like a batter in baseball when they hit that home run, like when you hit that punch, you just kind of know, like without even seeing his body go limp, that you hit the one that you needed to hit. What's that feeling like when you first hit that punch? What runs through your head?
Well, actually, it's the opposite, man. Because I really didn't feel the punch connect like talking about, because it was just such a great shot, and those are the ones that that hurt, because whenever you can't feel it, I mean, it just like sends a whole shock that you really don't feel because everything is right, you know what I mean? It's just like the right moment. And then once you see him sleeping on the canvas, then you're like, cool, all right, well, I really did catch him good,
Yeah,
but,
definitely.
It's a great feeling, man. He trained hard for so long, and then to go out there and put on a performance like that, because I don't never go out there and expect a knockout. I just go out there, like I said, to get my job done, and that's the win. And if the knockout happens, but if it happened like it did Saturday night, then then you really pleased, and I know the fans were pleased. So and my coach was real happy, man. So I mean, it just feels great, to go out there and know that you was able to get the job done.
Yeah, definitely, and this isn't the first time you've been able to steal the show, and with so many bouts left on the card, I think just about every fan had seen enough by the time they'd seen your fight that they were just about ready to go home already.
I did try to go out there and steal the show, man, because for a long time, man, my career's been having ups and downs, and with some setbacks, and I just wanted to go out there and do my thing, man. I wanted to go out there and shine, man, and Saturday night I felt I was able to go out there and shine, I felt like I stepped up out the shadows. Where everybody's career was going forward, I kept on having to fall back, because I was having injuries and stuff like that, and for me being able to bounce out the shadows like I did Saturday night, I mean, it couldn't have been more perfect, you know what I mean, more right at the right time, and I mean everything was right, man, so I was it really feels good, man.
Yeah, definitely, and I know one person that was impressed is Roy Jones, and to have the 8-time world champion sitting ringside, and afterwards he said that your fight was the most exciting fight of the evening. Talk a little bit about having him ringside and the presence that brings, not to mention the fact that Money Mazie Clay is in attendance, and I know he's part of your team, and you're definitely amped up to see him getting ready to fight as well.
Yeah, well, it feels good. It feels good to have Roy say that, man, because I mean, like you said, you can't take anything away from Roy Jones Jr. He's an 8-time world champion, so anything he tells me, my ears are always open to listen. And yes, Monty Messick plays in the camp, and also Roy's in the camp too. So just having Roy in the gym at times with me training, you know, I mean, he always pulls me to the side, tells me, you know, gives me pointers, and I'm always soaking up everything he has to tell me, man. So in order for him to have him on ringside and watch me go out there and put a performance out like I did, because whenever I came back and went talk to him, he told me I did exactly what I needed to do. You know, and that was just the words, and that was just the words he said, and that was just the words I needed to hear. And, you know, and just for him saying that was like, all right then, well, like I've been saying all night, I went out there and got the job done exactly like I needed to do.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I know it helps having him in camp. I mean, especially because you and him kind of speak the same language. That even though it's English, it's different to a lot of the people from Pittsburgh, and you know, you two can connect on a whole nother level, being from the South, right?
Yeah, most definitely, most definitely. It's just a Southern thing, I guess. You know, it's just that Southern hospitality, should I say? You know, I mean, he's from the South, I'm from the South. I mean, you know, we got much love for each other. You know, and it's yeah, man. I mean, it's an unbelievable feeling, man. You know, I mean, you know, because I used to watch this man on TV, on pay-per-view all the time, and then whenever you have him in the same gym with you now, training with you, sparring with you, giving you pointers, you know, just little stuff like that, man. I mean, like, you know, like you on a high horse that's like so real, but you got to stay so humble at the same time and not, you know, and get too excited, you know, because it is a business. You know what I mean? You just got to be control of everything and just soak up everything that he can say, and just soak it all up in. You know what I mean, man? And just take everything that you could, and just on top of that, and then on top of what your coach says, and just go out there and just do your best. You know what I mean? Make sure that the family's happy, your fans, make sure that they're pleased, you know. I make sure my wife's gonna be all right. I make sure my babies is eating, you know, and mama happy, daddy happy, you know, just the whole family, man. It's just I mean, it's great. I mean, it's great.
Yeah, definitely. And you know, speaking about the you know, the Southern hospitality, you're from just outside of New Orleans, correct?
Yes, sir. In a little town called Raceland, Louisiana. So Raceland is in the house right now.
All right, and when you went down to I believe it was Mississippi, right, for your third fight of your career, is that correct?
Yes, it was in Tunica, Mississippi. It was probably about 6 hours from where I'm at.
And I'm sure that you had a great showing that time out, didn't you?
Yes, I did, man. That was wonderful too, man. I had because I was never able to bring a fight back home yet, and that was the closest one so far out of all 5 of my fights, and that was 6 hours from the house, and I had at least about 80 people, 80 family and friends drive up to come watch me fight, to come support me, and once again, I want to thank them again. And yes, man, I mean that was a good feeling too. I mean, I can't even explain that. You know, I can't wait till I could just go back home and, you know, give all my people what they want to see. And I mean that's gonna be a feeling that I can't explain either. That's almost like that great knockout Saturday night. You know, I mean, you want a horse so high, you know, fighting in front of your people, because, you know, Pittsburgh and Louisiana, that's 20 hours from home. I mean, like, I'm 20 hours from my home. So for me to fight over here and try to get these fans, you know, for Pittsburgh to love me, and, you know, and I mean, I have a good little fan base, you know, but back home, man, I mean, it's nothing like back home, man. I have a lot of family and friends, a lot of people that care, man. You know, so whenever I'm able to go back home, I will bring the house.
Yeah, definitely, and it looks like you might have gotten that home field advantage a little bit, in that you were able to score the first knockout of your career, right, on that fight.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And you know, it's got to be really exciting to be able to do that in front of your hometown crowd.
Oh yeah, most definitely, man. Because they was yeah, once again, man, they was all excited. I was excited, man. I mean, the adrenaline's pumping so bad, and but again, still at the same time, you got to be calm. You know, go out there and stick to the game plan, stick to business. And but yes, man, it was definitely most real exciting, man, real exciting, because my people still, you know, they wish they can come up here all the time, and it's just so far. You know, a lot of them work offshore, and, you know, family and, you know, financial problems and so on, you know, but I know what time it is. So just whenever I come back home, man, just know that I'm gonna go out there and give them exactly what they want to see.
Definitely. Now, you know, kind of moving forward a little bit. I mean, you know, you've been fighting at super middleweight, and you know, you're very tall. I mean, you know, exceptionally tall against anybody in the ring. Is that the weight class that you feel comfortable fighting at for now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 168 is definitely where I belong right now.
And is that the way you walk around at, or are you a little bit heavier than that when you're not?
Amateur, I used to fight light heavyweight in amateur, you know. But I mean, really, man. I mean, if you really gonna pursue your career, man, you know, I mean, I'm just speaking on my turn. I mean, usually, man, you're gonna fight the weight below the weight that you fight at an amateur, not unless you're a super heavyweight or whatever, you know what I mean? Because an amateur, you're really not cutting any pounds. You're really not, you know, training like you're supposed to. You know what I mean? But maybe some of them are, you know what I mean? But I know whenever you start dieting right and, you know, I mean, like, because amateurs is amateurs and pro is pro. That's why it's called amateur and pro. You know what I mean? And 168 from 175 isn't really much of a difference. And, I mean, I just want to go out there, you know, anybody that wants to be a champ, you know, a legend, you know what I mean? They want to start from the smallest class they can and try to get every belt from there on, you know, super middleweight. And then after we hold the super middleweight for a little while, then we move to light heavyweight. After we hold the light heavyweight for a little while, then we go to cruiserweight and so on, man. You know, like the best do it. James Toney, you know, Roy Jones, you know, I mean, just you know how they grab the belts and all the different weight classes, just step up one by one. You know, ain't no need to rush. You know, if you got to take work in, cutting a few pounds. And no, man, I really don't walk around at 168. But I can't even gain to 178 even if I want to, because I'm in the gym every day, man. I work out hard, so I walk around probably about 175. You know, and I cut, you know, probably 6 or 7 pounds. But I try not to go above 10 pounds of my fight weight. And, and just like, about 10 pounds. And then, you know, we cut down with chisel, ready to go, you know, and then go out there like we did Saturday night and just explode and just steal the show.
And being from the South, I know you're probably a big fan of you know, soul food and things like that. So what's the biggest thing that you miss during fight week when you got to lose that last little bit of weight?
Oh man, I miss a whole bunch of stuff. I miss, you know, but I mean, I really can't. I mean, really, man. I mean, boxing is like I said. I mean, boxing is 90% mental, man. You know, so the whole time I can be camping and eating right, and there what you said, whenever you like a week and a half away from the fight, then you really got to start to cut back. I mean, it really gets hard, man. You know, I mean, and I might only be 3 pounds away from my weight. You know, and I'm not. I mean, that's just me at 3 pounds. Some people have to cut 8 or 5 or, you know, but just my little 3 pounds. You know, I just want to be able to, you know, just eat. Oh man, my weakness is McDonald's French fries. I just want a French fry, or some peanut M&Ms, or you know what I mean. But my mind wants that. You know what I mean? Just because I can't have it right whenever I want it, but whenever I could have it, I really don't want it that much. You know what I mean? I might eat it once or twice, but then I'm done with it. You know, it just, you know, your mind wants it because your mind knows that you can't have it.
Right.
You know, so like it wants it. You know what I mean? And it's just, you know, oh man, you get aggravated. You got to cut back on, you know. You start getting, oh man, yeah, it's rough. But I mean, like I said, it ain't that rough, man. It's just a mental thing with it, you know. So it's just a mind over matter, brother.
Right, definitely. As far as you know, like when you watch boxers train, like I think that most camps and most different trainers have a lot of different philosophies. So what is it that you do in terms of working on your endurance and being able to go more and more rounds as you progress through your career?
One thing that I do that I must say is I'm a gym rat, man. I stay in the gym. That's the only way you progress in this game, man. You know, it ain't no time for, you know, after you fight, you take off 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and then whenever you find out you have a fight, you go back in the gym, man. I mean, I stay in the gym 24/7, man, 365 every day. Every day I'm in the gym. If I'm not in it this day or the next day, well, you best believe I'm in it the other day. You know what I mean? And it's just, I mean, I stay in the gym, man. I stay training. I stay in shape. I stay doing everything that I'm supposed to do. I try eating right, everything how I'm supposed to eat, just in case you get that call. Because you never know when that call is going to be. You know, so every time, if anybody calls me to fight, man, I'm ready to fight right now. You know, I mean, it's really hard to catch me on the day off, man. You know what I mean? You're never gonna catch me slipping. I'm never on slip mode, man. I'm always on my P's and Q's, man. I'm always running. I stay running. I stay lifting. I stay training. I train hard. You know, my coach pushes me, man. I got a phenomenal trainer. He's the best in the business. You know, I mean, just the whole camp. You know what I mean? My whole camp, like you said, with Monty Clay. I mean, he's a big thing on my camp. Me and him go out and work together. I mean, we just stay grinding, man. You know, like I said, you know, I gotta make sure my family's gonna be all right one day. You know, and I gotta definitely make sure my babies is gonna eat. You know, and so just stay grinding, man. Just grind. You know what I mean? And just grind every day. That's all I gotta say. Just work hard. You know, and that's one thing. And that's one thing how I feel that I'm a step above of everybody that I fight with, because they don't work how I work. You know what I mean? And that's just and that's just me how I feel. You know, and I don't ever go in there worry about what he's gonna do, because I know what I did. I work every day, man. That's how you stay in shape and get prepared to go to the next level. You just stay working, man. Even whenever your body's tired and you don't feel like getting up, you just get up anyway and do it. You know, because whenever it's fight time, you might reflect on that time that you say, well, damn, I didn't want to go to training today, man, because I'm sick or my body's sore. You know what I mean? And then you reflect on that whenever you in the ring, like, oh, man, maybe I should have went to the gym that day. You know, and you don't want to think about none of that whenever you fight. You know, I got a mental checklist in my head whenever I get in that ring. You know what I mean? Did I sleep right? Check. Did I eat right? Check. You know, did I train right? Check. Did I listen to my coach right? Check. Everything got to have a check on it. You know what I mean? But whenever them 10-ounce gloves get on, man, and they laced up, when you get in your zone, nothing gets in your way. So that's how you stay in shape, man. That's what I got to say. Just stay grinding, man. Just stay working hard every day.
Yeah, definitely. And, you know, there's definitely some elite level sparring up at the Yankella gym, that's for sure. But, you know, just kind of moving forward, like, you know, I see here you're 29 years old, and, you know, you've definitely had a lot of amateur experience. So is it kind of like getting to the point now where you're definitely ready to take more and more steps forward? I know speaking with Roy Jones after the fight, he definitely said that, you know, it looks that you're definitely prepared to make a step up in terms of the level of competition.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm ready. I feel I'm ready for whatever they throw in my face. You know, if they throw a bull in front of my face, but that bull's gonna get knocked out too. You know, that's how I feel, man. You know, I'm like I said, man, I got the best trainer in the business, man, and he's gonna make sure I'm at the best of my potential whenever I step in that ring. And right now, where I'm at, man, I'm 29, and you know, I mean, I'm getting older. I'm not old, you know. But I feel I'm wise in the game. I have a lot of knowledge, and I do have a lot of amateur experience. And just because of my setbacks, I can never get to where I needed to be, you know, where I'm at. But right now, man, you know, I really feel I'm about to shine, man. You know, it's really about to be my time, and that's how I feel. And so far as the competition, man, yeah, whatever they throw in my face, I'm ready for, man. You know, I don't care who it is. You know, because the same thing's going to happen like it did Saturday night, you know, because I know I'm sharp, I'm fast, and I'm ready to go.
Now, to someone who doesn't know the story, how would you describe your childhood to someone who doesn't know you?
My childhood? I mean, I had a good childhood, man. I mean, you know, I was blessed, you know. I mean, it was just, it was me and my mother, you know. My mother, I must say that my mother did sacrifice her whole world around me, man. You know what I mean? And I'm blessed to have that. You know, and I mean, my childhood, I mean, it was rough, man. You know, I mean, it wasn't everything on a silver platter, you know, but that's just how you. I mean, life ain't supposed to be easy though. At the same time either, you know what I mean? Because whenever it gets rough, you're not gonna know how to deal with it. You know, and my dad was around, man. You know, my daddy, I love my daddy. I got 2 sisters, man, and I mean, my childhood, man. I mean, it has ups and downs, you know. But I can't say that my childhood was blessed. I was blessed, you know. I'm blessed with a mom and a father that love me, and yeah. So I mean, I say I was blessed in it, man.
And when did you make the move up to Pittsburgh?
That was probably about 6 years ago. I moved up here. I wanted to pursue my boxing career, and I was still amateur. And we used to get these Boxing Digest magazines, and I was trying to call trainers all around. Anybody that knew the game and knew the business, and that could get me somewhere, you know. And that's whenever I came across Tom. And at first, man, I didn't realize it was 20 hours from my house, though. You know, it just, and you know, you coming down there in the South where right now it's 80 degrees, then I'm 100 degrees, and it's you know, you still have sweatshirts over here sometimes. You know, we didn't think. I mean, but yeah, man, it was about 6 years ago, though, man. And I mean, once we moved and we just started work.
And how many different people did you talk to before you found Tom?
I talked to one. I talked to one, to be honest. I called a lot of people, but they didn't answer the calls or anything, you know. But I did talk to one guy over there at Buddy McGurk's gym, and he told me to call back the next day. But I kept on calling whenever I hung up with him, and that's whenever I came across Tom, and he answered, and once he answered, man, then we just stayed talking from there on out, you know. And then once I seen that he had trained, you know, Paul Spadafore, the Pittsburgh kid, and I used to like Paul. I used to watch him because I used to love his style, how it was smooth and slick, you know, just look like, you know, just all smooth and slick, man, you know, and that's what I like. You know what I mean? You ain't got to move around a whole bunch. And then after that, I seen that he trained him, and I was like, well, he trained him, well, this guy can train me and make me and turn me into a champion, you know?
Yeah, definitely. And how many people would you say like didn't answer or didn't respond to you when you reached out for looking for a trainer?
That I don't know, man. Probably about 6 or 7, man. I must say 6 or 7 at the time.
And you think that persistency is going to show to be worth it whenever they're all watching you on HBO, regretting the fact they didn't answer the phone, right?
Yes, man. You know, I mean, like they say, everything happens for a reason, you know, and that was the reason for them not to be answering. You know what I mean? I'm kind of glad they didn't, because who knows? Because I mean, who knows what would have happened? You know what I mean? So I feel everything's about timing with me now, you know. And I mean, the time was right. Tom answered, and he called back, and you know, we kept on talking. So that was the reason for everybody else not to answer and call back, you know, for me to be with the coach I'm with right now, you know. And I wouldn't change that for anything in the world, man.
And one thing about you know, the Tom Yankello and you know, especially with Monty in your camp, like the fact that Monty's going to be on pay-per-view, does that kind of give you a little bit more confidence to know that like this is the route that you can take to get to that next level?
Oh yes, man. It definitely is. It definitely is, because I mean, that's what you train for. You know, you train to be that. You know, and you strive to be the best. And then once you see everything happening, you know, people fighting for titles. You know, not just on TV, but people fighting for titles that's really coming out of your gym, and people that you really affiliate with every day on an everyday basis. You know, it's definitely on like a whole nother page whenever you actually get to witness that and like experience that. You know, because you see him training so hard, and you're like, oh man, I gotta, you know, I want that. You know what I mean? I want that feeling. You know, everybody that fights, every fighter, I'm sure feels the way that I feel. You know what I mean? Whenever you get to witness it with your own 2 eyes, besides just watching it on TV. You know, because everybody knows boxing. You know what I mean? But to be honest, they really don't know, because they're not in it every day. You know, and I see it every day. You know what I mean? Because how you said, world class, man. I mean, it is the best. You know, and I'm with world class trainers and fighters every day. Not trainers. I'm sorry, I got the world class trainer. I mean, world class fighters every day. So whenever you with that type of competition in like competitors, you know, that's hungry, that got that fuel and that fire, you know, I mean, then you just see them wanting the best, so that just makes you even want it even more, you know what I mean? So y'all just work together and push and, you know, just come together as a team, man. That's one thing I can't say I love about my camp, man. You know, it's a strong team, man. You know what I mean? A strong bond, man. That can't be broke, man.
And you know, one thing I was wondering about right after you at the Mountaineer on Saturday, there was another great performance by Joel Diaz. Was that a guy you were familiar with coming into the fight?
No, I didn't. No, I really didn't know too much about any other guys, man. You know, just about the people that was in my camp, man. That's really the only guys I really knew about. You know, I mean, I knew a little bit about Lutz. I know about Sam because he lives. I mean, me and him used to fight in amateur, and like he lives by me in my town. But really, man, all I worry about is just the fighters that's in my gym, man. That's, you know, I mean, Joe Diaz. Nah, I really didn't even get to even see that fight either, though. You know what I mean? I wish I could have, but I was just so much in the zone, man. You know, my mind. You know, I really didn't even get to watch any fights that night, man.
Yeah, definitely understandable. The only reason I asked you is because, you know, the one thing you were saying about, you know, always being in the gym, I had him on my radio show right before the event, and he was telling me, you know, he's always in the gym too. It seems like there might be something to that, huh?
What's that?
To staying in the gym and staying busy.
Yeah, man, just like I said, man, it's grind mode, man. You know, you got to grind. If you want to shine, you got to grind. You know, and that's it, man. You just gotta stay working, man. I mean, you know, and if you don't want it, I mean, well, then you can. I mean, like some guys, if they don't want it, then they can lollygag in the gym all they want to. But I know whenever them gloves get laced up and it's fight time, then they gonna go to sleep just like Ramon Barber did Saturday night. You know, and that's gonna be their bad. You know, because like I said, once again, then they gonna be reflecting on the times whenever they in the corner about the fight, about the times that how they should have been in the gym training and should have been running. They was out there Rudy pooing around doing it is whatever they do, you know, while the other guy, while I'm training harder. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, I must say, if you want to be the best, man, you just got to, you know, you just got to work, man. You got to work hard and believe that, you know, because that's true. Whenever they say hard work pays off, you know.
Yeah, definitely. And, you know, one thing that always fascinates us here on the show is, you know, tattoos. And you've got quite a collection of them. But I'm curious to know, which one's your favorite and which one was the first one you got and why?
Well, my tattoos, man, I mean, I love all my tattoos, man, because, I mean, really, I don't really have a favorite one, man. With all my tattoos, I mean, whenever I get a tat, I just don't get it to say, hey, I got a tattoo. Like every tattoo I can say, I mean, I can explain what it means and, you know, the meaning of it and, you know, what it means to me. Because some tattoos will sometimes everything, all my tattoos explains everything that I've been through in life. You know, all my tattoos have a meaning behind them, you know, and that's, I mean, I really can't tell you which one's the best because I love all of them, you know, with certain times in my life. What I was feeling at that time or what I was going through, and then just explains it on that in just a couple of words, or you know my heritage, and just I mean any one of them. You know, I mean to be honest, man, I love all my tats, man. I love all of them.
Well, which one was the first one you got?
The first one was the Indian was the Indian on my chest, the Indian head on my chest. You know, because I'm Indian,
mm-hmm.
And I want to put that. I want to put that on the chest.
Hence the nickname Big Chief, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And you know, one thing I noticed is, you know, you got a lot of really nice tattoos, but I didn't see any on your back. Is that you're saving room for one big one, or you?
Yeah, I got a nice. Whenever I get some money, because you know they kind of expensive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dude, I got a couple $1,000 on me. Yeah, man, the back, man. I have a big idea what I want to do, man. It's already done, drawn up in the head, man. I just don't have the money to get it done right now. And then whenever I do it, I want to be able to get it done in like a couple of settings. I don't want to, you know, have overtime, you know, a year and then go get it touched up. I want to be able to get it Because that's one thing about me and my tats, man. I get them all done in one sitting, man. It don't matter how big it is, how long it's going to take. I like to get it all done with because I love to see it on me whenever it's done. And the back piece, though, man, yes. I really can't. I'm not going to explain what it's going to be because, I
don't give it away just yet.
Yeah, because they got a lot of ears listening and they might just want to go fight it. So, I'm going to keep that one, closed tight, man. Then whenever it comes out, man, it's going to come out. I just got to get this money right first.
And give me your favorite, your fondest memory from when you were growing up in Louisiana.
My funnest?
Yeah, your best memory from when you were in Louisiana.
Living next to my grandma, man. Whenever my grandma was alive. Yeah, I must say that right there. And that was that's the funnest to me. To get to walk next door and go talk to her every day.
Yeah, definitely. And it's great to hear someone like you so involved in the family. Oftentimes, especially with boxing can be a sport that tears families apart, but it's good to see someone like you being able to build your family together around the sport.
Yeah, I must say that. Yeah, definitely that, man. It's definitely it is definitely building. And we just gonna keep on building. And yeah, man, I got good family, man. I love my mom, my stepdad. My daddy, my stepmom. I love my two sisters, my godchildren. Yeah, man, I must say, man, I got a good family. Man. I got a real good family.
Definitely. Well, we really appreciate you coming on, man. It's been an honor and a privilege to have you on the show. And so when can people expect to see you back in the ring?
That I have no idea, man. I know we're working on one. I think maybe in June, man, we're gonna be back. But I don't know where at though, and I really can't give you a date. But
yeah.
Hopefully June sometime. Hopefully June. But I'm trying to find something in between July. I'm sorry. I'm trying to find something in between May and June because July we're supposed to be back in there. So within these 2 months, I got to fight again, man. It's just try to get one. If they ain't ducking and dodging, please come get at me. You know what I mean? Because I'm ready to fight.
Definitely. And for any of your fans who want to get a hold of you, what's the best way for them to follow your career?
They can tweet me, man, at Real Morgan Fitch, or they can just look up my Facebook page, man. I have a fan page, and and they can just follow me on there, my man. That's how I get down right now.
Definitely. It was fantastic having you on the show. I really appreciate it, and I hope that when you have your next big fight coming up, you'd love to come back on and talk all about it.
Oh man, I would be that would be great, man. And like I said, I appreciate you having me on here. And for everybody else, man, for all my fans, I'm coming back. And best believe whenever y'all see me in the ring, I'm gonna give y'all another performance like I did. Louisiana is in the house right now, holding it down, 20 hours from home. And man, God bless all y'all, and I love all y'all. And all I gotta say is that we out here right now. We out here right now, 5150. Your boy's going hard in the paint, man, and I ain't going home empty-handed.
All right, my man, I appreciate it. We'll talk to you soon.
My man, thank you.
All right, bye. All right, there he goes, Morgan Fitch. An incredible interview. He was really great to talk to. Really entertaining, a fantastic story. Like I told you guys, man, it was really, really fun getting to talk to him about the fight, and definitely exciting to be at the fight. And we'll come back, we'll talk a little bit more about the event I was at, maybe talk some more boxing, and wrap this show up here, so stay tuned just a little bit longer. Thanks for sticking with us. WDSR, Duquesne Student Radio. This is the Mech Sports Show. I'm your host, Saul Barrios Thomas. Stay tuned.